Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. I said it would happen, and it's going to happen. When Labour came to power, they gave the doctors, junior doctors, a massive pay rise, 22%. They gave very generous pay rises across a lot of areas of the public sector. And everyone knew that unless they did this to everyone in the public sector, there was going to be trouble. There's going to be Me Too's. How come they get this massive pay rise and I don't? And that's what's about to happen. And this Labour government now realise they think that they have, and to put it in the wonderful words, imagine the tone of Morgan Freeman, the line, and that was the moment they knew they'd fucked up. Because teachers and the NHS staff are about to go on strike. And the reason is because the government is offering this massive pay rise of 2.8%. Now, given that for years, 15, 16 years, 18 years, I think the figure's 18 years, isn't it? Pay rises in the NHS have all been below inflation. And so what they're after is a pay rise that brings it back up to where it should be, based on inflation. And the government have said, no, they haven't got the money. They can pay train drivers a fortune. They can give junior doctors a fortune. But no, the people who actually look after you when you're ill, the nursing staff, or the people who teach your kids, the teachers, you get nothing. 2.8%, not good enough. Now, ministers now have resorted to basically begging unions not to go on strike and to accept this tiny pay rise, which is currently about the same as inflation. However, being already way behind, it's just not good enough. It's the equivalent, in fact, of saying to nurses, who are already under stress for being understaffed, overworked and whatever, oh, we're going to pay you an extra £2 a day. What does that get you? Not even a cup of coffee in Starbucks. That's what they think nurses are worth, half a cup of coffee. So the only thing really that's worth being a nurse or a teacher for is job security. But even that isn't guaranteed. But in terms of earning enough to live on, it's becoming increasingly difficult, especially for nursing. Labour are very big when they came in. Oh, we'll give the train drivers, who really are massively overpaid anyway, we'll give you a huge pay rise and extra money for turning up and all this, right? We've covered the videos on that. And the junior doctors, yes, okay, we'll give you 22% pay rise. Policemen, they got a nice pay rise. There's others, certain sectors get adequate or, fairly okay pay rises. But the ones who actually do the work get nothing, and it is all of them. Now, Unite and Unison are both very angry about this. Now, remembering that those two are massive donors to the Labour Party, both individually to individual MPs, but also to the Labour Party as a whole. And if you're going to start and pick a fight with your biggest backers, then you're a braver man than I am, Gunga Din, because they will just simply not fund. And with the elections coming up next year, Labour will feel the pinch. Now, there's people in the backbenches who are not happy with the decision. They feel that they deserve, or that the nurses particularly, but the teachers as well, deserve more. Rachel Reeves said, we haven't got it. Well, it's funny. For a woman who says she hasn't got the money to pay, she had enough to hand over billions upon billions upon billions to foreign countries for no reason whatsoever. I mean, this is outside of foreign aid. 11 billion the day she got in, wasn't it? Or hand that out. We're going billion there, there's a billion there. Before long, you're talking serious money. You have got the money. You don't lie to the people of this country and say you haven't got the money. You've got so much money, you're throwing it away to foreigners. You've got so much money, you can spend billions on housing illegal immigrants. Don't tell us you haven't got the money. Here's the thing. You want money? I'll give you money. Stop paying the hotels to house illegal immigrants. There you go. Saved you a fortune. You can pay the nurses and the doctors and teachers and that now. That's it. Sorted. Now, This government seems determined to destroy everything. But if the nurses go on strike, which they're entitled to do, then the NHS will die on its arse. Unfortunately, people will as well. But those deaths won't be at the hands of nurses, they'll be at the hands of this Labour government. Now, when the last time, well, not the last time, 1970, oh God, when was it? 1979, 1978 going into 1979. I was there, Gandalf, 3,000 years ago. I was there. And I remember the winter of discontent. This brought down a government. And I see this happening again. We are going to have massive public sector strikes, hospitals closing, other than accident and emergency. Everything is going to be delayed. There's going to be massive union involvement. I don't think Keir Starmer is aware of what is going to hit him with this move and this action and just his whole attitude. I don't think, because he's never had to deal with it. He's never been on the receiving end of mass union action. And I think he's about to, and I think he'll collapse. I think he will not understand how to even approach the problem. He'll be arrogant and insist, oh, you get back to work. They're going to do that. He'll order. He'll expect it to be obeyed. But people don't obey him anymore. He hasn't got the confidence anymore. He hasn't certainly got the authority anymore. And the people in the Labour Party know it. He's a dead duck Prime Minister. They all know it. And once he's lost that, he's finished. I think this will be his last action. I think this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because strong union movement on this will force Rachel Reeves to change her mind and offer a better pay rise, weakening her. Others will see with her weakened that he's vulnerable. They'll just come after him. He's done. I think I honestly thought he'd go after the May elections. I'm not even sure he'll make the May elections if the unions go on strike over pay. When kids are at home and people have to make arrangements because there's no one looking after the kids because they're not going to school because the teachers are on strike, then that's gonna be bad. And there's going to be a lot of people writing to their Labour MPs, because a lot of them, and saying, sort this mess out, get this done. And it's just going to push. And Labour MPs already know that they're on a hiding to nothing because they're on a single term parliament. But the way it's going, it's not even going to make a whole term. It could be a 2-year parliament and gone. Literally gone. The people of this country have had enough. It's not even 6 months, and we want these lot out. And I think it's going to come to it. I think there's going to be some kind of public uprising. I'm not saying riots or anything like that, but a groundswell. There will be a groundswell. And some bright person will organise something, and there'll be a 1 million man march in London. The police won't be able to contain it because we are many and they are few, and we just plough through, and it doesn't matter. Just keep going, push, and we keep pushing. We kettle the police. Once we've kettled the police, go where you like, and then we march on Downing Street, and nobody's going to stop us, because there's not there. Now, I'm not saying violence or anything. I'm saying we stand outside Downing Street and we make our voices heard, and we show the world how much we loathe this government. And we make it clear that they must go. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Goodbye.